Franny here, wanting to talk to you about the first couple days of the Olympics and my observations on them. Couple things. Number one, Russia not being here. Obviously, they're the team that we usually battle for the most medals, and so they've been eliminated, so we should take that honor without much trouble. Sport is supposed to be neutral, but I have to say I'm personally glad that somebody has taken a stand to sanction Russia for what it's done in the world. And I think that's important. Secondly, I'm disappointed in the coverage for women's sports. I was somebody that am old enough that I fought for Title IX so that women had the opportunity to get medals, had the opportunity to get a scholarship to go to school, to be able to play a sport that they loved, and then hopefully be able to play it at a professional level. So I'm very disappointed in the fact that we have our little favorites here in sports, and we don't acknowledge enough about how the women have contributed to the medal count. In the past Olympics, they provided 66% of the medals in comparison to the then 36% for the men, or 34%. This year, they're supposedly hoping to do even better than that, and so far they have. And some of those sports are minor sports that people have spent their lives training for, and we need to give them more credit for that. We had some great competition and great stories that should have been told in a much better way by minority women sports taking on both either gold or silver, or a silver or something. But the example of that was Sarah Bacon and Kimberly Cook, who won the 3-meter diving, synchronized diving. And there was a great story there in the fact that Sarah and Kimberly had been friends for a very long time, and Kimberly got tired of not making the Olympics, so she stepped down, and her friend Sarah said, let's do synchronized diving together. And from that, they did a great job of representing the U.S., and in the 3-meter diving, they took a silver, where the gold went to China. But that was really unexpected, and that was a great story. And we should have been able to watch more of that, and that should have been replayed and replayed, because that was a great story there. As well as a gal by the name of Kiefer and Scruggs, who took the foil fencing. Now, Kiefer this is her second Olympics where she's won a gold. So we had a gold and a silver in that category, yet haven't heard a lot about it. So we tend to just favor the big sports that we win and not give enough credit to the little sports that we win. Other medalists were cycling. You had Chloe Dygert, and then you also had a gal that did mountain biking by the name of Batten. And she came in second and beat an Olympic finalist who ended up in getting a third-place win. So these are small stories, but they should have been really highlighted, as well as I was disappointed that USA Today even enlisting that the first, they said it was 12, but it should, no, they said 13. It should have been 14 medals were won by women, and they did not give enough credit for swimming, which was the 100-meter butterfly that was won by Husky and Walsh. They didn't even mention Walsh, who was supposed to win that, but one of her teammates, Husky, came up from behind, and this is a gal that did not qualify, or no, lost at the Olympics 4 years ago by a 1/10 of a second. So she was going to make sure that that didn't happen again, and she came from behind and beat everybody and made it gold. So there was quite a story there, and the gal Walsh was just as pleased for her as she could have been for herself. So we took a gold and a silver there. So we've been doing that quite a bit, either gold and silver or silver and bronze. And we need to really remember that these athletes have spent a lot of time and energy in minor sports, but are major for our medal count. So let's give the women the opportunity that they deserve to have the highlights of some of these things. I was also disappointed that I'm at a smaller place where I can only get one channel, and they were supposed to show the women's soccer, and instead they chose to show the semifinals or the quarterfinals or the heats of the swimming. And, you know, it was the women's World Cup team, and it's the women's Olympic team. So do a better job. I mean, your women are winning your medals. Now make sure that you give them the credit that's due and highlight them a little bit more in what you're doing. So that was the first couple days of the Olympics, and God bless the women because they're taking charge. And I love it. So hope you're having a good day for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe below to my channel, and let's talk a lot more about sports and athletes and the Olympics. Take care.